With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go in Western New York. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the play fake, Dak forced out left. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On second down, it's Dak. Open man down the field is chirping. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Dallas first down. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
6 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
First down, it is Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Out to his right. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Cook. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. So now they'll throw it with Allen. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he will take this up past the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
So it's actually been a really nice job here on backed-up offense. So, Mike, when we used to put in backed-up offense, the #1 rule, get 1 first down. So mission accomplished there. Then you want to get enough yards that even if you do have to punt, you can flip the field position. So after that second first down, they've got a nice drive going here.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That one good for 29.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Play action. Here's Allen. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll run the draw with Cook. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and
on 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Forced out wide. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. But we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Look out! Here's Cook, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Second and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen, touchdown, Bills. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Bills 7, Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. Moving to his left. Trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. Yeah! There we go! Hey, kill! Dak can throw it here on first down. Plus, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Second and 10. Yeah! Hey! All right, hey. We're going to 54. Why? 26. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down. At the 26-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. First and 10. On play action. Here's Dak. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was, and how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball to maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone. You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. He'll go play action here with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. That one downfield for Cooks. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Allen. They'll set him the screen to Cook. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up to third down.
Now Allen facing third and long. He's got his man, and that's Kincaid. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
On the carry, it's Kirk. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 9. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Allen. That one downfield for Cooks. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. This defense is all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Cowboys. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Just a good, solid run here on 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. This is where you really need to be able to lean on that offensive line. They come through, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, Lamb. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Prescott on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. That is Ferguson in motion. On the ground, this is Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is 2nd down and 5. Here's Williams. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a 3rd down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Williams.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here comes 2nd down. Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. They'll run. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down straight ahead. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game.
A 27-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
On the return, here comes White. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. In this first quarter. Jackson, first play, going to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. First down, Baltimore.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Bills 0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Cook again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 7.
Now Allen. They shakes him off. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To the air, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 29.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Allen to throw once more. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1.
I'm going to give a little credit here. I think he caught him by surprise with the quarterback sneak call there.
Yeah, he did. Still a yard shy, though, but able to get down to the wall. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
DC, ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready?
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? Set up.
Here's Jackson. They'll find Bateman once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
17 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Set up.
Play action. Now Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43.
And the Baltimore first down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 39-yard line. Here comes second down at 6.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on.
Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Now back to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 28 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw, it's Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Ike and Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Gliss, I wouldn't want to be
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try the middle with Cook. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And now they'll throw with Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Allen going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Touchdown! Khalil Shakir, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. In motion comes the tight end left. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Allen going to run with it. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Don't worry.
Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And out of never that time to want to get in there and bring him down. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now.
What?
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Jackson.
At the 16-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the right hash, this for the win. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Here we go. This is 4th down.
180. 180.
Jackson to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles, and that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, talking they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's who's who, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, I got all my idols sliding in my DMs. They got me dead
what's a black grand national? Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 5. Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If he's in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2. They'll go again with Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he is going to have a Bears first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on third and a yard.
first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to tuck it, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now into a 42-yard extra point attempt.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see about me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit. Boy, I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out.
Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard
line.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
James Cook. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen now looks to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
A gain of 13 yards.
Here's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
go.
To the air, Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Allen. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now he's free at the 35.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing. Prescott. This one swung out to Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Allen going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Allen and the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Donovan Ezeraku drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Let's go.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Pickens on the slam. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
10 yards. That's good for our Cowboys. 1st down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the 1st half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll let their fullback try and push the Powell. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big-body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Looking to throw. Allen going to run with it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Allen. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard.
Well, Prescott here to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 2nd and 8.
Kill. Yeah.
Prescott now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They run. It's Williams. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Bayshore Tootin now on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Ginger.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as important.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here.
11.
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pick of a 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Cook, and he's in for the touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Fast now to kick this away. And Quint Allen to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Escapes the pocket. He gains 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. pass now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's hauled down there for the sack on the final play of quarter number 1. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have second down behind the sticks.
Take right open. 11.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Matt Milano will pick it off. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Allen to throw. Escapes out to the left. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pull out in front for their 13-zip. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Bills 14. Jaguars nothing. Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked out by Shaq Thompson. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing it. Like, stop throwing it. You said that out loud?
No, that was out loud. Yeah. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Back to the line they come, second down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. They'll cobble together a yard there. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Allen on 3rd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
On the move, headed right. He connects downfield. Run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's not free. And we'll wait to hear. It'd be huge if the defense recovered. And they did. Their last gasp effort turned a long touchdown into a turnover. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now give this up the middle to Etienne. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars.
Motioning Myers right. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2 yards on the pick.
On play action now, Lawrence. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And he's going to try another deep one here. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
9 on the play. That's good for our Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll run, Etienne. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Little play action, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Tre'Davious White. He's off to the races! And he's going to bring this back for the pick 6 and a Buffalo touchdown. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other. And
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in